In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up Interworky's Carla AI agent on your website, then show you an example of how you can use n8n to integrate Carla into your existing workflow. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have Carla AI embedded on your website, an AI agent that asks users for booking details, a workflow that creates Google Calendar events automatically with no backend code, just English, AI, and your workflows. So the prerequisites for this tutorial are going to be that you have a website and it can be built through Lovable or Bolt or in Next.js. We're also going to need you to have a Google account for your calendar integration. Now you can do the steps of this tutorial with any integration you want. You can do it with Outlook or any other calendar or even Google Sheets. But this tutorial, we're going to be using Google Calendar. You will also need an n8n account. It can be cloud or self-hosted. And lastly, we're going to need to make an Interworky account, which we will make in this tutorial. So step one is we're going to just create an Interworky account, and that's easy as just clicking Get Started. And you can just enter in your email, name, and just set up account. And so after creating your account, it's going to bring you here. This is the Interworky dashboard. And we're going to start by adding our website. So I'm going to click over here on Add a Website. And we have two options. We can use ngrok if we're just testing on our dev server, or we can just put our live production website in here. But I'm going to be using ngrok. I'm just going to paste the URL. I'm going to hit save. And it's now going to generate the API key that we're going to be using. Now, if you're using Next.js, all you need to do is just add the API key to your environment file and then run the installer in the command line. This will automatically create the widget component and add it to your layout, and it should just be there when you restart the dev server. If you're not using Next.js, for example, if you're using Lovable, or if you're using any other website, you can just copy this script embed into your page. And if you're using Lovable, all you need to do is say, please integrate Interworky to my website as a script embed, and just give it this script embed. Same for WordPress, and we have tutorials for many different sites. Now, once you've embedded Carla on your website, you'll need to start a free trial, and then you're going to need to go on the left here to customer support. And this is going to be the customer support module that will handle how Carla interfaces with your users. It will collect the conversations here at the bottom. But most importantly, we're going to configure capabilities. So we're going to click on configure, and then we're going to go to capabilities. Now over here, we're going to click add capability. And here we can just describe what we wanted to do in plain English. So we wanted to book appointments for our users. So we're going to say, I want the AI agent to book appointments. The agent should collect, and it can be collecting whatever you want, but let's say, for example, let's say full name, email, and purpose of setting the appointment. Now, obviously, you're also going to need to collect the date and time. So, and start and end date and time of the appointment. Now, we can send it as an email, but we're going to try doing it as a webhook. And this can be any webhook, but if you're using n8n, we'll just put your n8n webhook right here, and we'll show you how to get that in the next step. But we'll just paste it in there. And we're going to call it, in this case, Carla booking, can be whatever you want, it's n8n. And we're going to click generate capability. And the AI is going to read this. It's going to determine what the structured output should look like. And in this case, we see that it has a name, it has a description that the AI agent will read, and then it tells it when to use it. And then finally, it has the parameters that it'll output in JSON format, the name of the individual, the email, the purpose, and then finally the start time and end time. So we're going to click on Save Capability. And so after we've made that capability, we just need to go to n8n, and you would need to obviously add your credentials for your Google Calendar into n8n if you haven't done so already. But you just create a new workflow. And the first step that we're going to do is we're going to do on webhook call. Now, Carla uses the post request, so we're going to put post as the HTTP method. And then for the path, we had just used Carla booking, and you'll see that this URL up here is the same URL that I pasted in before. And if you didn't have that yet, you can just go back and paste this URL into the capability. And we're going to click on listen for test event. Now we're going to talk to Carla. So it's asking us how we can help, and I'd say, I'd like to book an appointment. My name is Garrison Fox, and my email is example@example.com. And so it knows that's not all the information because it can read the parameters. And so it can just ask me for anything I'm missing. So it's asking me for the purpose of the appointment and the date and time. So let's do a 1 hour meeting with, let's say, with the sales team at 2 p.m. on December 16th. And it's sending in that webhook right now. Um, and it worked because it successfully communicated with n8n. So we'll go over here and we will see that it has gotten all the information in n8n, my name, my email, my purpose, and the start and end date and time. Okay, so now we just need to go back to the canvas and we'll just add this next part, which is going to be action in an app. Going to look up Google Calendar. I'm going to click on create an event because that's what we'll be doing right now. And you'll see it has these fields that'll put in the start and end time. You'll just select whichever calendar you want to use. And assuming you already have your credentials set up, and you'll see over here on the left, and let me actually move myself out of the way, you'll see that we have the different fields, and you'll see we have, for example, my name that I put in, my email, purpose of the meeting, and the times and such. And it's easy as just dragging and dropping. So let's see, add field description. Let's just drag and drop in the purpose, and it'll automatically put that in as a description in Google Calendar. Let's see, summary, which is just the title of the event. We'll drag and drop my name, and we'll also, let's see, let's add our email too. And it'll even tell you what it's going to look like with the data we just put in. So meeting with the sales team, and then my name and email, which we just told Carla. And then for the times, Google Calendar does require it to be in a specific format, but well, let's just drag in start and end time. These are going to be text, but in order to make them work with Google Calendar, really easy. All we need to do is type new date. It's going to make a date object. We're going to wrap our JSON parameter into there, and I was going to do to ISO string, and it's just going to format it from any sort of text format, including the ones that Carla can make, and it's going to format it into the ISO string that Google Calendar likes. And we're going to do the same thing over here, so just new date to ISO string. Oops. As you'll see, they are both in the format we like, and we can actually test it. So we can, well, I can just show that it works. You execute step, and we can see that it worked because over here on the right, we have all this information from Google Calendar. And if we actually go to our Google Calendar, you'll see there it is. There's the event that we just created, and you'll see that it has the purpose like that I put in the Carla chatbot, or the users can put it in the Carla chatbot with my name and my email. And now that we've tested it, it's actually pretty easy to debug it because it's all AI. And you'll see, oh, we forgot to put in a time zone. It put it at 8 a.m. So we can just go to the capabilities and we can just edit this. And we'll just need to tell it that, hey, our users are going to be in this time zone. So we'll say, let's say return UTC time, but assume our users are, let's say, well, I'm in Austin, Texas. Let's say Austin, Texas time. And we'll just copy that. And it's in plain English. We solve the problem. All we need to do is just type in how to fix it in English, and it will automatically just do that, just like it's just a intelligent agent. We'll click on Save Capability. And well, let's go to n8n. Let's make it work. Let's activate it. And so now we've saved that capability. Let's just go back to n8n. We'll click on Execute Workflow, and we'll go back to our website. Let's refresh it. Just get rid of that. And then once we get, let's say we do 2 p.m. Let's do 3 p.m. this time. So let's say book an appointment for, say, John Doe at email at 3 p.m. on December 16th. And I was going to ask us probably for the purpose for meeting with sales staff, say 30 minutes. And it's going to confirm that it worked because it was listening. Um, yep, it worked. And now I haven't actually, maybe it is executed. And you'll see that we have this new one and it's at the right time. All I needed to do to fix that was just put in plain English for the AI, and we'll see that the conversation we just had just booked an appointment in our Google Calendar, and all with plain English and no coding. And so just to recap what we just did, we created an Interworky account, we set up our account, and we added this capability. This capability allowed the AI agent to output a structured JSON response to book appointments. We set up an n8n workflow with a webhook and a Google Calendar integration right here that let users go from our website to our Google Calendar, setting up appointments automatically, no hassle. All right, that's all. You can create a free trial at interworky.com and get it all running from there.